Hey guys, welcome to the SU Students vlog. This is episode 1. I'm excited. I don't think anybody knows where this vlog is gonna go. It's probably gonna be different every week, but for this first episode, I wanna look at what we've been talking about all month in the main service and in SU Students, and that is how to be the branch. Now for most of us, I think this kind of brings up a question in our minds, and that is, where do I even start? I know I've had this thought as a middle schooler, I've had this thought as a high schooler, I've had this thought in my adult life. Where do I even start with being the branch, with being connected to Jesus? And there's no one right answer to this question, but a good place to start is always the Bible. So today on this episode, I want to look at some things that are going to make it a little bit easier to get into the Bible, figure out what it's talking about, and then looking at how what it's saying applies to your life and how it affects the world around us. Let's do it. We're gonna look at an acronym, and this acronym was shown to me by Justin Davis, who's on the middle school team at our Blankenbaker campus. Justin, what does HEAR stand for?
Well, Mike, just kidding. It stands for highlight, explain, apply, and respond.
So this HEAR acronym, it's kind of a step-by-step process to look at a chapter or verse in the Bible that stands out to you. So maybe you're reading through a chapter and something sticks out, or you get to the end of the chapter and you just look back and say, man, what part of that stood out the most? And that first step is the highlight. That's what the H stands for. You want to highlight the verse that stands out to you. Then you want to explain it, which just means looking for context. So there's going to be things like, who wrote this book? Because every book in the Bible is written by a different person, right? So who wrote this book, and who is this book written to? And all of that information is going to help you understand the verse better. And then once you start to understand the verse and what it's saying, you're going to look for ways that it applies to life. So what is this verse saying? How does it change maybe how I see the world? And as those things start to pop out to you, then it's time to respond. And response is going to look different for different verses and for different people. A response might be to write down your takeaway on a sticky note and put it on your mirror, so it's the first thing you see every morning when you brush your teeth, and it's just a reminder like, hey, this is who you are, or hey, this is the thing in my life that needs to change. Or a response might be a prayer. You might pray through that verse and say, man, God, thank you so much for teaching me something new through the Bible. Give me the courage, give me the boldness, give me the strength to live this out. Okay, so that's the HEAR method. Highlight, explain, apply, respond. Now let's take a look at an example. Let's look at Philippians 4:10 through 13. So we're going to highlight verse 13. It says, I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Next step, it's to start explaining it. So here Paul was telling the church at Philippi that he has discovered the secret of contentment. No matter the situation in Paul's life, he realized that Christ was all he needed, and Christ was the one who strengthened him to persevere through difficult times. We get this by reading the context around the verse. For apply, you might write something like, in my life, I'll experience many ups and downs, bad things might happen, but my contentment is not found in circumstances. It's based on my relationship with Jesus. Only Jesus gives me the strength I need to be content in every circumstance of life. And then the response to that might just be a prayer. Jesus, please help me as I strive to be content in you. Through your strength, I can make it through this situation. So hopefully this is helpful to you, but you may be like, you gave me some steps, but I don't even know where to start reading in the Bible. If that's what you're thinking, then I would suggest getting on the Bible app, search for that in the App Store, and then we've got some reading plans that go along with the Be the Branch series. So when you're in the Bible app, if you search Be the Branch and then you look under plans, there's actually some plans in the Bible app from SE students. You'll see those pop up, and those will guide you through John 15, and you can read about the things that we're talking through on Sundays and talking through in groups. That's a great place to start. And then when something pops out and you're like, man, that verse is interesting, you can step through that HEAR acronym. Highlight, explain, apply, and respond. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.